Tom Brady had a moment last week, not his finest on the sideline with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. The interaction conjured up memories of Brady and Billy O back in the day. It's also got Ndamukong Suh talking a little bit about trying to frustrate Brady on Monday night.
You have to be careful on that. You don't want to make him mad, right?
I'd love to make him mad. My job is to piss him off and have him yelling at his offensive lineman for not blocking me, his coach, and everybody on the sideline. So that's my job.
Tom Pelissero in Foxborough with more on the Patriots as they get ready for a Monday nighter in Miami.
The Patriots will play Monday night in Miami without star tight end Rob Gronkowski, who's serving a one-game suspension. But recent history suggests the Patriots should still have a chance against the Dolphins. In 12 games without Gronk since the start of the 2016 season, the Patriots are averaging more points, more yards, more passing yards, and have a higher third down percentage than they do with Gronk in the lineup. They're also 12-0 in those games. The Patriots put another tight end, Martellus Bennett, on injured reserve recently. So the top man on the depth chart now is former Colt Dwayne Allen. Allen told me it's not even a next man up mentality here. We vary what we do so much from week to week that we'd be making adjustments even if Gronk were on the field. The Patriots should not have to adjust at quarterback. Tom Brady was back at practice after sitting out 2 days to rest his sore Achilles. He has said he'll be ready to roll on Monday night.
How about Indy and Buffalo taking the field at New Era Stadium on Sunday? The Bills announcing that if you are in the area, they're hiring shovelers. You just have to be 18 and over. You're going to help clear out all the snow, and they're going to give you $11 an hour. I'm sending my kids up on a flight right now. All right, some more news and notes. Getting ready for Week 14. Marcus Peters fined just over $24,000 for unsportsmanlike conduct for throwing that penalty flag into the stands. Doug Martin has officially cleared concussion protocol. He's expected to start. And Sean Lee is expected to play for the Cowboys. He's only played in 7 games this season. He's missed the last 3 in a row. Amari Cooper not expected to play because of that ankle injury, but he was limited in practice today. At least he was out there for a while, so there is a chance. For more on that Raiders-Chiefs matchup, let's head to the Game Pass film room.
All right, NFL fans, I'm here with one of our NFL scouts to talk one of, we thought it was going to be a premier matchup at the beginning of the year, not so much now, but Raiders, Chiefs, what you got for me?
Oh, this is a big game, and it's a big game because we're still trying to figure out who is going to be the team that dominates in the AFC West. And when I look at the Oakland Raiders, I feel like some of the dominance is coming back because they're getting beast mode involved in the running game.
Okay, let's see.
And when you think about beast mode, you think about a downhill runner with plenty of power and speed. We're coming here. We're going to run a downhill power. One of your favorite plays.
Yes, sir.
Gabe Jackson pulling around. Downhill shoulder square to the line of scrimmage. Now we get him square. Run through tackles, contact. When the Oakland Raiders got Marshawn Lynch, they wanted to create an identity. They wanted some toughness and some tempo. The best way to do it is to run the power over and over. Here, Kelechi Osemele leads, gets to the backside. He's going to take this the distance. We saw Marshawn Lynch begin to impose his will. Over 121 yards, total yards. We begin to see them run the ball. If the Raiders can run the ball, they can get back to being the team that we expected them to be this season.
Well, I'm not going to lie. That power football kind of scares me for my pick because I went with the Chiefs. That defense, I honestly don't even want to talk about that defense. So let me just talk about Alex Smith, and hopefully we can get a little bit more of what we saw out of Alex last week, which was very similar to the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season when this team was 5-0. Again, I don't know how the Jets let Kelsey kind of more or less dominate this game offensively, but that was the space that was created. 11 found a way to sit in the pocket and eat up space and eat up yards just like this. Obviously, 10 needs to be a feature. Kelsey's got to be a feature. Alex has just got to play. He's got to take some chances. He's got to push the ball down the field. Hopefully that run game, we can see some of that. Maybe that O-line will play a little better. That's their hope to win this ball game.
The team that wins the running game is the team that ultimately is going to win. We saw the Oakland Raiders get on track. I think they have to do that. And for Kansas City to get back on track, they got to play better defense.
Ooh.
Replay every game of the NFL season with full broadcast replays, condensed games, or all 22 footage. Go to NFL.com/Game Pass today to start your free trial.
Week 14 fantasy advice now delivered by FedEx with Michael Fabiano, who nailed his Thursday night predictions almost to the point in the case of Drew Brees. So we are back for more with playoff ramifications in the fantasy world. Looking ahead to the weekend, starting with Alex Smith. Starter sit.
High expectations. Now, I say to start Alex Smith against the Raiders. This is a team that's given up 6 top 10 quarterbacks this season.
Cam Newton.
You ready? No, I am sitting Cam Newton against the Vikings, who have allowed 13 points per game to quarterbacks. That's not a lot, Linz.
And he's been hot or cold.
Yes,
Lamar
he's due
Miller.
for a stinker. This guy is not due for a stinker. I would start him against the 49ers. They've given up the second most PPR points to running backs.
Rex Burkhead has 2 straight multi-touchdown games.
Yeah, and maybe he's going to do it again. I say play him against the Miami Dolphins. He played the Dolphins a couple of weeks ago, had nearly 20 PPR points. He's been very good.
Josh Gordon, was it a one-off or are we going back for more?
You know what? I'm going back for more here. I really like what I saw from him. Double-digit PPR points against a really good Chargers defense. This week, he plays against the Packers, who have given up 13 touchdowns and the 4th most PPR points. He's seeing a lot of targets in this offense. I say start him.
How about DeMarco Murray in Arizona?
Yeah, we had him as a sit last week, and I would sit him again. Arizona's very good against running backs, and right now the better back in Tennessee is Derrick Henry.
9 points last week for him. Crabtree back from suspension.
And I would play him. Marcus Peters has been suspended for this game. Amari Cooper is banged up. The Chiefs giving up the second most PPR points to wide receivers. Could be a high-scoring game. He'll see a lot of targets.
Good point. Crowder versus the Chargers.
Hard to bench him in PPR leagues, but I would bench him this week because the Chargers very tough against slot receivers. That position's only averaging 57 yards per game against the Bolts.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper's been good in PPR leagues, but I'm saying bench him against the Eagles. Big game in LA. The Eagles have allowed the fewest catches and receiving yards to slot receivers, which is where Cooper Kupp makes his hay. So beware Cooper this week.
More from Fabs at NFL.com/fantasy and Michael_Fabiano on Twitter.